today's Tri-Valley League matchup featuring the Marauders of Dedham and your Panthers of Holliston. The Tri-Valley League, and along with Dedham and Holliston, are committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship, as well as establishing a healthy environment for competition. We will not tolerate any negative statements or actions towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Please be respectful of all those in attendance and enjoy the game. At this time, it gives pleasure to introduce you to the starting lineups for the Marauders of Dedham. We are starting with Julian Allison Cardoza, sophomore, number 9. Sean Coughlin, junior, number 3. Brian Dunn, captain, junior, number 6. Timmy Holton, junior, 11. Thomas Mullen, captain, senior, number 22. Chris Rappy, junior, number 8. Andre Salon, senior, number 5. Makai Smith, senior, 14. Alex Taglianidis, senior, number 10, captain. Satiri Taglianidis, junior, number 21. And Paul Yandrasivitz, junior, number 4. Head coach Sal Letta. And now it's time to introduce your Panthers lineup. Starting with sophomore number 27, Dylan Woodhouse. Sophomore number 8, Brian Tabe. Freshman Ethan Shahida, number 21. Sophomore Alex Roby, number 35. Quinn Polney, senior, number 1. Andrew Grandfors, sophomore, number 11. Brody Corden, sophomore, number 15. And let's put our hands together for our captains. Alex Shahida, number 9, senior. Owen Montalto, number 7, junior. Alejandro Cornelio, number 6, junior. And Nathan Arujo, number 10, senior. And now, I invite you all to please stand if you are able, remove your caps, so that we may honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Hello all, and welcome into Kamitian Field here on another beautiful afternoon on this Thursday, as we have more TVL boys soccer for you as the Dedham Marauders come in to take the Holliston Panthers. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Cat. I'm Dylan Pretemery here to take you through today's action. The Panthers come in at 2-1 so far, and the Marauders at 2-3, though 2-2 in the TVL. They are undefeated so far, allowing just 2 goals to opponents, one coming recently on Tuesday against Bellingham in their 4-1 win, and one against one draw. We look at the Panthers most recently from Tuesday, where they ended up tying 2-2 after late heroics with Montalto winning a penalty kick, and it was Alex Shahida who scored the brace to knot it at 2 apiece. So they broke the losing streak, but now it's time to get back in the win column, and it's going to come against very tough opposition. The Marauders were in the championship last year and lost out, so you know that they're going to come in and want to build upon that, and they've done a pretty good job so far being undefeated and currently sitting just behind DS and Medway in the TVL Small. We look at the lineup for the Holliston Panthers, and not much has changed. Alex Roby will remain in the midfield like he did on Tuesday, getting his second start. It'll be Dylan Woodhouse, though, coming in the center back position with Landon Keeney out with something going on with the leg. Not sure if he's just not 100% ready yet. So as we're getting ready to start here, and we look at the Dedham Marauders, and the first thing that pops up is 3 players with the last name Tiglianidis, and yes, they are all brothers. We've got the sophomore Nico Tiglianidis, and then there's a junior, and it's Sotiri Tiglianidis. He'll be starting, and Alex Tiglianidis, the senior captain, number 10 there. So Nico on the bench, but the other 2 starting. And we'll see how the chemistry builds from there as Dedham comes on out and gets ready for the kickoff. In fact, as we kick off here, Sotiri Tiglianidis is the goalkeeper for Dedham. We'll see him when he's back there and playing. Looks like on the far side is Alex Tiglianidis, as Dedham maintains possession here early to start the game. And there's the ball through, and that's Tiglianidis. Alex up there, but stopped away in the first action from Dylan Woodhouse as he clears that one away. And it's Tiglianidis keeping that in on the far side to Allison Cardoso, who gives it away. On the far side, it's Granfors. And here, Dylan Woodhouse playing at that left back position where Brody Corden has kind of maintained most of the year. He's going to shift over to right back, and Cornelio is going to shift on in to the center back position. As a giveaway early there, Polney will shield him on out for a goal kick. So a bit of miscommunication early, and obviously the switch up in the defense might be a bit of a factor there. And they'll have to try and start to gel early. A lot of times in these high school games, the defense is normally the part of the team that doesn't really get subbed out and doesn't really change a whole lot. So a loss at center back from Keeney could definitely mess up with the chemistry. As an early ball in looking for Montalto is going to roll on into Sotiri Tiglianidis in net. And a long ball, and that's headed along. And now won by Montalto. And coming back in a great tackle there from Rappi. And the ball from Tabe is going to miss out on Woodhouse. So the long throw on the far side. And looking for Shahida, and that'll be poked by Coughlin, the junior defender. And a throw in here for the Panthers. And throwing down the line, it'll be headed on out. So first action into the box here off the throw-in. It's heading goalwards and headed away there by Coughlin. That down is Holton, but he won't get there in time. And so another chance for Ethan Shahida to launch one in. He did have an assist off their lone goal against Westwood in the 2-1 loss back on September 12th. Here's a throw high in the air, and it's going to hit off the head. And some miscommunication, and both refs had different ideas of what happened, although it will eventually be called a corner kick, as it looked like it came off the head of Sean Coughlin there of Dedham. So the junior captain, Cornelius, he'll come in. He scored directly from a corner back against Norwood in their opener, although they're electing to have some runs into the box rather than crowding around the keeper this time. That one right into the hands of Tiglianidis, and he'll get the troops up. That's a high boot, going to land right around the center dot, and it'll be played now here. As playing it down the line, looking and unable to get a touch on that was Alex Tiglianidis, and he'll go out for a goal kick. And it'll be Woodhouse who's now going to take over on the goal kicks here as he boots one. And that one is first won there by Rappi. And now Arujo will take over as he looks for a darting ball into Grampers, but just a bit too much behind it. But a good early ball over the top, trying to catch the Dedham line. Sleeping. It's Brian Dunn, another captain for the Marauders, to Tiglianidis. Looks to play it back and looking to slot the ball on through, and that's in the back of the net. Timmy Holton on the far side opens it up early here for Dedham. A beautifully slotted ball in there from the captain Dunn into Holton. And just like that, Dedham finds themselves 1-0 up. Just a little under 6 minutes into the game. So we'll see how the Panthers can respond here after giving up an early goal. One by Roby. Arujo looking to play it up over the top. It's Shahida. He looks to put one in the middle there and flicked away and then cleared by Rappi. But it's Woodhouse on the far side looking to put a ball in. It's towards Montalto, but initially won by Dedham. And ball still bouncing around. And some miscommunication, and Arujo almost comes away with that as the keeper. But now Dedham can look to relax and play it out. It's up to Tiglianidis. He's got a man on the far side, and he's stopped there by Cornelio. It's to Granfers. And back to Woodhouse. Corden looking in the middle, finds Shahida, looking to play Montalto through. He takes a fake shot on his left and just puts that one past the near post. A good opportunity there as he sold the defender Smith onto his left foot. Good response here from the Panthers. That one initially won by Corden. It's now Tabe on the ball. And plays that into Shahida. And out wide to Woodhouse. Now up to Alex Shahida. He's got Grampers running through, but well defended there by Allison Cardoso. Dunn looks to take that one up, and he'll win his team a throw-in. Woodhouse will displace that one back up, but header won by Allison Cardoso. And it'll be a throw-in for the Panthers as Emmanuel Tabe will come on in for Grand Force. Shahida looks to flick it to Tabe. Now it's Coughlin on the ball. Up to Tiglianidis. He lays it out wide to Mullen. The ball in, and just getting a piece of that is Woodhouse as he looks for it to go out for a throw-in, but no, it'll be kept on in. And good play there by this goal scorer Holton as he plays one in. And getting up in the air and catching the ball is Polney, as it was Alex Tiglianidis trying to beat him to the ball. Shahida looks to take it down, and it'll go out for a throw-in. And Dedham's going to make a quick sub, as we've got 10 minutes passed so far in this first half. Just a couple minutes ago. First to that one, pokes it back to Corden. And given away in the midfield. It's Salon trying to switch the field, but he's blocked there by Roby. And just getting the ball up on the far side. Throw in. And with that, they'll shift it up just a couple yards. Header won by the Panthers into the middle, but nobody's there. It's Roby with a man on his back. Arujo pressured by Dunn. Looking for the long ball to Tabe. And it's Coughlin there once again. Shahida gets the secondary ball. And Dedham will kick it all the way out for a throw-in. Once again, it'll be Ethan Shahida to take the throw-in. And that one in the air as Corden runs into it, gets a flick on it. And now played out wide here to Mullen. Back into Dunn. And Montalto's there, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. So Rappy will come out, and it'll be Vaughn, the sophomore midfielder, coming in for the Marauders. The throw from Smith, won by Roby. Tabe to Arujo, and that's going to get poked out. And trying to run onto it there was Tertullian. He'll have to track back. Shahida gets past him, just pokes it around, and somehow finds Arujo. Arujo, he'll look to take it in. Oh, and what a goal from Arujo! As he squared that one up and put it in the top left corner. And just like that, the Panthers are on the board. Arujo with his first goal of the season. And it's a big one. And now Dedham looking to push it all the way up, but that's going to be easily handled there by Polney. And the long ball and flicked along, and Tabe continues through it, although they'll say he fouled the man, and it'll be a free kick coming out. Arujo so far had 2 assists on the season. We're in the 6-0 win against Norwood, and now a beautifully struck goal to his tally. It'll be Tiglianidis who takes the kick as he looks to play it long, and it's flicked along, and it's going to be a corner kick here. And subs coming on in from both teams, double substitutions. That'll be Tabe and Montalto and Granfers and Dufault coming in for the Panthers. Senior captain Alex Tiglianidis lines up on this kick corner as they spread along. The ball heading back post, and good job there by Shahida getting on the ball as they push everyone out. It's Tiglianidis, and Corden sticking him up there, and it stays in. Arujo looking to keep the counter going as he looks to play Shahida down the wing, and a good job there. And it will be the throw for Dedham, as it looked like it might have deflected off the head of Shahida there. And that one into Tiglianidis, but it'll be the Panthers to come away with it. But quickly possession given right back, as it's now Holton. And it'll be coming the Panthers' way. That one up over the head, and one there by Bojkov. And it's Shahida there on the far side, taking a body, and it'll be a free kick. Arujo will sit over this one, although not exhibiting angle, so probably more looking for a whipped ball into the back post. 24:07 left to go in this first half. The ball in back stick, and up there and grabbing that one quite easily, it looked like, was Sotiri Tiglianidis. And the boot, and it's going to go up over the head of Corden, but he'll get a foot on it, and Roby will poke that one out. Marauders will make a quick sub, as it's Alex Tiglianidis coming on out. And I believe it's Schneider Tutilian coming in. And one there by Tabe as Dufault comes to swoop it. Granfers cuts in, and he'll get fouled, as it looked like his leg got clipped, and maybe an arm to the nose, as he just quickly checks and seems to be okay. So the Panthers will drop on into the box, and Arujo's going to take this one from distance. Normally see him taking the closer ones, but he'll be taking this in a deeper line than we saw against Ashland, who played quite the high line. They'll be right around the 18. Ball in, flicked along by Granfers, and a diving save there from Tiglianidis. Looked like maybe going wide, but he was not risking anything there. A long ball, one, and now Cornelio looks to just push that up and out. And it's Granfers running up the far side, and he'll get taken out. And it'll be a free kick as it's Coughlin giving it away. So similar to just a couple minutes ago, as last time Arujo was looking and put it closer to the corner, but we'll see if he can keep this one away from Sotiri and find a Panther head. The ball played in back post looking for Dufald, and that one's going to stray wide. Just unable to get the right direction on it, but a nice played ball and a good opportunity for the Panthers with just about half of the first half to go. And the goal kick taken and initially won by Dedham, and now it's trailing back, and they'll go all the way back to the keeper here, who will play it long. And that one settled on down and looking for a ball in the middle. And header won there by Holton. And there'll be a handball there on Dunn. Woodhouse lines up over this one. And that one up in the midfield there by Rappy. And Dunn will settle it and bring it all the way back. Roby gets the first touch. Woodhouse tries to keep it in, but unable to do so. So the Marauders will have one and the attacking end. Now one flicked along. It's Cornelio as he looks to switch the field to Dufald, but just a bit too far. And we'll get a couple of subs. Montalto and Tabe. And Dufald, and appears Arujo coming out. So Alex Shahida will drop into the midfield as Montalto comes wide and Tabe up the middle. And played on in. And looking to switch the field, but it's Granfers there, looking to play Tabe over the top. He's chasing down Coughlin, but Coughlin's going to win that battle, but out for a throw-in. And Tabe with a good job keeping it in as he sticks with it. It's still bouncing in the box and kicked away. Corden out wide to Montalto. The ball in towards net, and what a shot! Montalto near post catches Tiglianides sleeping, and the Panthers take the lead. Montalto with his fourth goal on the season. And the Panthers take the 2-1 lead with 18-19 left to go. And that one's going to travel on out. So it looked like Montalto there. It was Tiglianides and net just kind of shifting back post, anticipating the cross to come. But he just strikes it near post and unable to get a hand there. And a great composure there as it was Brody Corden who settled the ball at the top of the box and laid a beautiful ball in for Montalto, and he picks up his first point and first assist on the season. A free kick here to be taken by Sotiri Tiglianidis, the keeper, as he's proven he's got quite the long boot to him. That one's going to drop and taken down by Tabe, and he'll get a toe poke on it and force the ball back. The early ball there from Jandrasiewicz, but the Panthers will win the throw-in. Jandrasiewicz on that one again. And now taken as trying to poke it along there was Luby, but unable to do so. So Tiglianidis, Alex, the senior captain, will come on in for Thomas Mullen. Throwing on the near side. Down the line, it's Tiglianidis trying to look for the early shot. That one always traveling wide. And goal kick for the Panthers. As Arujo comes on in and Roby will take his first seat. And that one headed back towards Jandrasiewicz. And looking for Tiglianidis, who's unable to get a good connection on it. And offsides there is Holton, the goal scorer, just by about half a yard. Woodhouse looking for Tabe, who's unable to get it. It's off the back of Vaughn. And that one will be called as Shahida was getting it in the back and wins the free kick. It'll be played quickly to Montalto here on the near side. He looks for the cross. It's heading more goalwards, and it's for the crossbar. As he was looking towards Tabe and Granfers there, who were on the far side, but just unable to get that curve around it. That's flicked on by Dunn and Luby. And Tiglianidis gets a touch on it, and it'll go out for a throw-in. And flicked along by Shahida towards Tabe, but just unable to get a piece of it. And that's kicked high into the air by Chaplin. Some miscommunication there by the Panthers, and the Marauders look to take advantage. But instead, it's going to go all the way down to the corner. It's going to be a foot race between Corden and Luby, and it's going to bounce on off the corner flag for a goal kick. 13:30 left to go in this first half. It was first the Marauders, but then the Panthers responding back with two of their own, and that's where we're at now. One initially by the Marauders, possessed by Arujo, and he'll get fouled. And those quick feet of his, and it's very, very hard to get a touch on the ball. So just in their own half, it'll be Woodhouse looking to launch this one forwards. that one unable to be possessed, and Corden looks to just flick it back along, but Smith is there, and some Marauders coming together, and Montalto breaking down to the corner, and on there by Jan Josiewicz just to kind of finagle his way out of there. It's Tabe with a beautiful slide tackle on Dunn to prevent the counterattack, though. So the throw on deep, and it's to Cornelio. Tabe looks to lay it to Corden, but taken back away by Luby. It's Corden keeping the pressure up on Smith. And good job there in Montalto, and out for a throw-in. Good pressure there by Corden, and followed up by Montalto to win back possession for the Panthers. And so it's Emmanuel Tabe who will come on out. Shahida will push back out from the midfield to up top. Ball flicked along down towards the corner, and it's going to travel on out. And a timeout, I believe, coming from the Marauders. So as the Panthers lead 2-1 with 11:15 left to go in the first half, we'll take a quick break. And we bring you back on in. Again, 11:15 left to go in this first half. Throw in on the near side for Dedham after their timeout. And it's won by Dunn, but to Montalto. And Arujo looking to come away with it. And chops it past one. And he'll win a foul. So it's Cornelio over this one. That ball played and won there by, it looked like that was Holton. Backstick, but nobody there. And looking to flick it along to Holton, but Woodhouse is first to the ball. It's Gramfers. And he'll be dispossessed. And it's played on back. Roby first to that one. He'll just launch it all the way back up and drops on into the chest to Tiglianidis. And Roby's first and no one around him. And then that one won by Rappy. And play will continue on as Grandfurs gets around 2 initially, and then Rappy with the nonsense clearance. Montalto will take a quick seat as it's Default coming on in here on the wing. And it will be Shahida to launch the throw in. And that one takes a deflection. It was off of Chaplin, so quickly off his line was Sotiri Tiglianidis. As he lays the ball down, and Shahida tried to apply pressure quickly, but he gets it off. And now it's Luby. And good play there by Corden. And he sticks with it, and beautiful play as he finds Default. Default looking for the feet of Shahida and just a bit behind him. And now the Marauders look to come on out. But Roby doing a good job being first to the ball. Shahida fronts his man and breaks. Off to Arujo. Cuts out wide. And he tried to play a ball, but no target there. But good job to win it on back as Arujo. And that's going to come off of him. And well played there by Chaplin. As it'll be Mullen coming back in and Luby taking a seat. Throwing down deep in their zone. And it's going to be off the hand there of Holton. And Arujo up over this one. Right on the 20-yard line. As the Panthers load 4 in the box and Roby trots along. That ball back post, and it's off Default's head and into the hands of Tiglianidis. A good job to get that one down, but just not enough power to beat Sotiri Tiglianidis there in net. And that one skied high once again, but first there is done. And Roby looks to late to Tabe, and he'll drop it to Corden. And past the leg of Default. Tabe. And now Arujo. And wins a throw-in. He'll take it quick, looking down the line for Shahida. And first one there is Yandra Sivits. And there'll be a throw-in once again for the Panthers. And Ethan Shahida to take this one. So the throw-in corner flag, it's line drive in there. And it gets to the back post, and Granford's not able to get enough behind it. And it'll come on out, and now Dunn looks to counter. And the ball looking for Tiglianidis. It's Corden there. And he looks to try and get it away, and it'll finally find its way out for a throw-in. 5:25 left to go in this first half. A throw-in by Smith, and initially one there by Holton, but that one always going wide off the header. So Default and Grampers come on out, and Schachter and Montalto coming up to support. And there'll be a foul on Arujo as he pushes off. And it'll be Tiglianides coming all the way up from the. And the ball played long, and it'll be flicked along by Roby out for a corner kick. As the Marauders send two short. And he'll trot away, does Holton, as now lone standing over it is Alex Tiglianides. The ball played towards the back post and headed by Arujo. And it'll be played all the way back. And back to the keeper. He looks to play the long ball. And he's offsides. So a well-held line there as Holton came from an offside position to touch that one. Woodhouse plays it, and that's going to bounce on down. And Mullen looks to play it. Dunn trying to win the ball, and it's going to go on out for a throw-in. And the throw-in. One by Schachter to Tabe. Drops it to Arujo. And the ball looking for Shahida on the far side. Just a bit too much. Roby wins the header. And Woodhouse, Shahida, and that's going to go on out for a throw-in. Clock stops at 2 minutes left to go in the half. And a good back stick stab there from Arujo. It'll be a throw-in once again for the Marauders. And that one gets past Woodhouse, and Shahida will poke it out. And it's put on in, and Cornelio gets a back heel flick to it. The ball looking to be one-timed in there, and offsides. It looked to be done there. As Woodhouse will take this one, and a good boot from him. And off the back of Vaughn. And Montalto first to that missed pass. He looks to play Shahida. He'll hit the volley, but that one's going to sail up and over. And just unable to get a good connection through it. The goal kick taken quickly. And Ethan Shahida settles that one in. Tabe with beautiful control on the ball, but a great tackle from Rappi. And now it's done. He's got space. He goes through the legs of Cornelio, and it's Shahida there with the sliding tackle, and that will be the half right there. For the Marauders, it was Timmy Holton finding the back of the net, but then it was Arujo who hit the scorcher to the top left corner off the assist from Shahida, and then it was Brody Corden laying in Montalto who caught Tiglianides sleeping on the near side. 2-1 in favor of the Panthers over Dedham as we head into halftime. We'll be right back. And welcome back into Kamitian Field here for TVL boys soccer action between the Dedham Marauders and the Holliston Panthers. As of right now, the Panthers lead 2-1. I'll catch you up how we got here. So it was Timmy Holton who opened things up 34-19 to go in the first half for the Marauders, and it looked like, oh no, we've seen this story before. But then it was Arujo who got the pass in from Shahida. He took it onto his right foot and just readied it up and put it in that top left corner. And that was his first goal on the season. Shahida with his third assist on the season. And then just a little bit later, it was Corden who played a nice slotted ball into Montalto, who got his fourth on the season as he squeaked it in near post, catching Tiglianidis, guessing the cross, and put it in the back of the net. So the Panthers had the momentum and had some great scoring opportunities. Notably, Roby, who's been winning a ton of headers and a ton of 50-50 balls, something definitely improved from this Panthers team from their first couple of games to today. We'll see if they can keep up that action and see how hot and coming out fast the Marauders will be, trying to get that equalizer early on so they're not hustling and squealing for a goal late in the game, just trying to squeak out a draw. So it'll be the Panthers who start on this one. It's Tabe over the ball as we await the ref's whistle. Arujo looks for the long ball, and he's going to miss his target there, and the Marauders will take over on the ball. As Tabe once again there in the midfield, just patrolling and doing everything right, and really the glue that keeps them together. And that one on out by Coughlin, and the first throw here for the Panthers. Arujo checks short. That'll look Montalto far. It's off the back of the head of Shahida, and Jandrasevich just able to get that as he's falling down. As the Panthers look to switch the field. An errant pass from Cornelio. And it's Montalto. He cuts in, and he's going to get fouled in the back. And he'll get it right around the top of the 18. It'll be Arujo to settle up on this one. And on the right side for right footer, not the optimal position. You'd more want it on this left side. So we'll see if he elects to go goalwards or if he's going to look to put one in, as the ref will back him up 10 yards. We'll see what Arujo does here. A pretty tall wall there for the Marauders, as 3 Panthers in the box. Excuse me, 4. And the shot, and that one's going to sail up over and through the uprights, but no 3 points here. It'll be a goal kick. The ball played in, and once again, there's Roby, but he misheads that one. It's Cornelio first to it, and mishits the clearance, as it's now the Marauders looking to counter. It's Tiglianidis. He looks to dance and find someone. And he's got Mullen, who lays it back, but he's offsides. A well-held line there from the Panthers, who've done a great job so far. Just, even though early on they gave up that one, since then it's been nothing but good. The kick from Cornelio is on the ground and one. And still attacking there is Dunn. And just trying to get the ball away. And they'll come back in the middle here, Dunn. And looking to slot the ball through was Salam, but it'll roll on out. So Woodhouse lines up on this one again. And that one's going to sail over the head there, and it'll be Granfers on this one as he battles for it. And he gets one into the face off an arm, and we will have a card issued here for the first time, as the ref's indicating that his arm came up. So the goal scorer, Horton, gets a yellow here at 36-23. And he'll take a quick break as it'll be Tertullian to check in for him. And we'll take a quick break as they look at Granfers. 36-23 left to go. The Panthers lead 2-1. And we bring you back on in here to Kamitian Field as Granfers looks to get his way off, and we'll see if he's okay. See something with maybe an eye or something like that, but Emmanuel Tabe will check on in for the Panthers up top. And some good sportsmanship there on the far side as Holton comes over and just checks in, make sure he's okay. And Cornelio will take the free kick here. And that's going to sail over the head, and Shahida first one there. But it'll be done to come away as he pokes that ball through. And Polney's off his line, and a great job there by Polney. Slides and just kicks it out for a throw-in, because it was Taglianidis who was there looking to get through on net. So it'll be Smith on the far side to take the throw-in. And he puts that one in, and headed by Cornelio. And finally, the Marauders able to take the ball down. Dunn's ball in the middle, and just there in time is Jan Jasivits. And he finds a man, but Cornelio first one there. It's Dunn again. Gets around one. Looks to play it out wide. And he's going to be offsides. And it'll be a kick coming on out for the Panthers. So it'll be Woodhouse to take this one. That one's first touched by Tabe. Montalto looking far for Shahida, but instead it's Allison Cardoso to win that one. And the deflection just throws Shahida off, and it'll scurry on out for a throw-in. So Holton will come back in. Roby gets ahead to that one. And Dunn will get the call. As pulled back in, it's Arujo who will take this one. The ball played by Arujo, and the header won by Janjasiewicz. And Tabe will be called there as he fouled Dunn. And the ball played deep. And Roby will poke it away. Ball back out to Smith. And that one hit, and Corden will take over. Arujo drops it to Montalto. To Shahida. Woodhouse. And that one's going to come off the Marauder and be a throw-in for the Panthers. And Shahida will be marshaled on back. The throw. Header won by Coughlin. And it'll be out by Allison Cardoso, and the Panthers throw. Throw in towards the box and off the head of Coughlin. And it'll bounce again. And now finally kicked on away by Rappi. It's Arujo. He gets the ball from Shahida. And it'll go on out for a goal kick as Arujo believes he was fouled. But nothing there. 31-40 in the game. No huge opportunities early so far in this second half. As that ball is driven in, once again it's Roby there winning the 50-50. Arujo stays strong as he lays it to Montalto, looking for Tabe, and that'll be kicked away by Coughlin in a corner one for the Panthers. It's Cornelio to take this one, as he's done throughout the season. Panthers stacking the box. 3 in the 6, 3 just beyond it, and Tabe at the top of the 18. A ball played back post, and Tilianides gets a hand on it. And now looking to break out is Holton. He pokes it around Ethan Shahida and looks for the long ball. It's Dunn who pokes it, and it's going to go wide. So Polney forces his hand as he had to get the shot early. But it goes wide as the Marauders were looking to get it on the counterattack, and that was without a doubt the best chance so far in the second half. Oh, Woodhouse, and that will bounce short, and it's done there. And all out to the left back, Smith. Good job by Cornelio to get a foot on that. Tabe plays it to Montalto. Arujo. Sticks with it. Down to Montalto, who just a bit too much on it, and it'll be poked away. It's Woodhouse jumping up in the action. Lays it back to Arujo, but a good tackle there from Holton. Holton gets past Tabe. And taken away by Roby, though, off the first mistouch. And that one played out wide. And now Dunn looking to settle the ball down. And the Panthers look to counter. Arujo keeps Dunn off his back and plays one into Tabe. And it's taken right back. As it's Brian Tabe trying to win that one. So the ball played on in. And Polney will get into it, but it looks like it was offsides there. So Woodhouse will take the free kick coming on out. And one bounces in the midfield, but it's Arujo there to drop it to Tabe, but Dunn tracking back, picks up the ball. It's Salon with Arujo on his back. And drops it now back into Dunn. And Roby will get clipped. Shahida looks to take the ball quickly. And that one won first by Coughlin. Corden steps up. And gets a first touch on it. And now it drops in there, but it'll come all the way back to Shahida, who will kick it on up to Tabe. And that one out for a Panthers throw-in, as both teams will make a substitution. It's Dufault coming in, and Emmanuel Tabe coming out. Short throw to Arujo, back to Cornelio as he launches one into the box. But it's going to bounce on out for a goal kick. 26-26 left to go in the game. And Roby once again winning the goal kick there. And it seems like he's been the Panther on the end of every single one of those. The ball flicked out wide to Montalto and poked out by Smith. So Shahida again coming up for the throw-in. And a darted throw, and that's first flicked. And Roby with the shot. And it looked like Tiglianides probably had it covered, but Montalto was trying to flick it on once again. So it'll be a goal kick. You would have assumed that it wouldn't have had the pace, but it's one of those that you'll never know. Goal kick in the middle there, and it'll bounce around a couple of times. And a free kick now after a little bit of chaos there for the Marauders. And again, it's Sotiri Tiglianides, the keeper, out from his box, as they like him to take these long kicks. That ball played on in. It's going all the way back, and it's going to hit off the crossbar. But it's going to be called for offsides. And the ball kicked on by Shahida. Tabe looks to cut back, but Dunn's there to pick up the ball. Dunn keeps pushing and court up. And that's going to be a throw-in for the Panthers. The Panthers make a substitution. And Granfers will come on in for Dufault. And a throw-in once again for the Panthers. And it'll be a throw-in for Dedham here. 23 left to go in the half. Dedham still looking for the equalizer. And the softball played back. It's Montalto there. As Tabe plays it up to him. Montalto maintains possession, but finally kicked away by Yandrasevich. And that's going to come off a Panther and be a throw-in for Dedham. We have something going on here, and I believe another card was issued there. I didn't catch exactly what happened, but it looked like that was Joe Vaughn, who's going to pick up a yellow for Dedham. And so because that action happened before the ball was in play, it'll still be a throw-in for Dedham here, but a card was issued to Vaughn. So throw flicked along, and Shahida will get rid of the ball. And it's Alex Shahida putting pressure on Yandrasevich. Montalto settles. Arujo. He'll drop to Corden. Corden looking for the long switch. And it'll be a handball against Dedham. Right around the 20-yard line, it looked like. Maybe a little bit further back. It looks like that's going to be right on that 22-yard hash right there. And again, it's Arujo who's going to line up over this, and he'll ask for 10. So he lines up over this one. We'll see if he goes for goal. And he'll whip that one to the back post, and Tilianidis off his line, able to get it. The long boot, and Corden heads that one on out for a throw-in. Cornelio just boots that one back, and easily won there by Rappi, who's definitely got the height advantage. And now laid back off. And looking in the midfield there, and now will be Granfers. Roby, Arujo. Arujo's flick is given away, though. As the Panthers converge on the ball. And a free kick coming in for Dedham. As it's Rappy lining up over this one. So the Panthers align a three-man wall as Dedham goes back post. That one first by Alex Shahida and then cleared away by Roby. Yandrasevich settles on it as he lays it back to Tiglianidis, who plays the long ball and falls straight into the chest of Polny. Just past 19 minutes left to go in the game. As Granfers flicks that one along to Shahida. Shahida will drive. He keeps on going. He puts one in the middle. It's Montalto! Oh, and it's off the post, and he gets another touch and goes wide. Tiglianidis just getting a piece of it as he touches it onto the post. And Montalto and Tiglianidis. And here at 33, we're going to take a quick stoppage, and we'll be right back. And we bring you back in. Luckily, both players are okay. And with 18:33 left to go, that'll be a drop ball to Dedham. So just on that last action there, a great ball played in from Shahida and squeaks through everyone. And getting a shot off there was Montalto. And Tiglianidis, who was going down to ground, just barely tipped it with his right hand. Hits off the post and bouncing all around there and finally cleared away. So the punt there just mishit. And that one will go in favor of Dedham, as he lined up to kick it and just got a piece of a Panther. It looked like maybe Woodhouse, somebody there, just stopping him. So Tiglianidis, okay, pushes up and once again will take this kick. That ball soaring high and up over the net. And offsides will be the call. So Woodhouse will take it. And that header won up there by Rappy, as Granfers just lets it go on out. And it'll be Emmanuel Tabe coming on in for Montalto. 16:54 left to go as the Panthers look to hold on. Ball flicked along by Gramfers. And it's Tabe looking to take it down. And that one is going to be a goal kick. So Sortiri Tiglianidis, another missed goal kick. And Arujo was the first one there. Mullen looking to play the ball down. And a good job there by Cornelio to kick it out. And it'll be a corner kick. And it looked like Cornelio got the worst of that one as he just tries to keep on as an important set piece here coming up. That ball floated back post. And it's going to come off of the head of Tertullian. And it'll be a goal kick. And it'll be Ethan Shahida to take this goal kick. And that ball played, and it's going to bounce, and Dunn's going to be the first one there. But a good job of Woodhouse getting a body in front of it. So it's the last of the three brothers, Nico Tiglianidis here on the near side. And off the hand of Dunn. So kick here for the Panthers. That first one there. And now Tabe pokes it along. And a dangerous ball going back. And Polney will call that one after it came off the head of Holton. And a good punt there. And it's going to fly over everyone's head. And it's Coughlin there. And then it's Alex Tiglianidis to try and clear it out. Dunn and Roby battling, and the Panthers come away with it. As he chips a ball over the top looking for Tabe. Gets a poke along it and cleared away there by Dedham. And it'll be a throw in here for the Panthers. As Tabe will come out and Montalto comes on back in. So the Panthers just clinging on. You know, they'd love to get an insurance goal here. The throw-in. And Montalto with the shot. That'll be the Marauders coming out. The ball laid to Dunn. And Woodhouse will just get rid of that. And now it's back to Holton. He flicks it along looking for Tertullian. And Woodhouse just puts it out. There were claims for a hand there in the box, but nothing coming of it. A throw in short. And it'll be laid back, but now Tabe's there to win it. And great effort there. And it's going through. And Polney will get a tap on the shin, and Tabe looked like he might have done an accidental split there and just step away quickly. 12:28 left to go. Game. All right, we bring you back in here. 12:28 left to go. Panthers leading 2-1, and just a tough blow there for Brian Tabe. As unable to get up on his own. Can only hope for the best for him there, and we know how much he means to this Panthers team and how much he does in that midfield there. That might go unrecognized, doesn't get the goals or the assists, but definitely keeps things together. But the Panthers will have to go on for the remainder of the game, likely without him. As Woodhouse will get a piece of that, but it's Allison Cardoso keep going, and a good job shielding it on out. And they're going to call it a corner kick. As Woodhouse seemed convinced he didn't touch it, but the Marauders are going to get this one. It's going to be Mullen to take it here. The ball put in post, and it's going to curl on out of bounds, as it was Smith back there trying to get it, but unable to do so. And it looks like just that, I believe Dufault came on in to replace Tabe. He pushed out to the right wing. Montalto moved up top, and Shahida into the midfield. The kick from Woodhouse bounces, but luckily Arujo's the first one to that. As he looks to play Dufault through on net, that's going to trickle all the way down. That one off the shoulder of Holton, and Cornelio's just going to poke that along. And it's Rappi. Plays it out wide to Allison Cardoso. Be a throw in here for Dedham. As Allison Cardoso will come out and Solon will come back in for Dedham. It's Nico Tiglianidis on this throw, and he'll go short. It's Holton looking to drop it back. The ball going through the middle, but only Shahida is there as he launches a ball all the way up, looking for Montalto. And Joe. He'll try and stick with it, but Dunn comes away. Good poke there from Shahida. It's Alex Tiglianidis. And he keeps with it. He looks to lay the ball off, but Arujo's there first. He keeps pushing, and he'll keep pushing down the wing. And wins his team a throw-in. .9:17 left to go in the half. Shahida looks to place it into Montalto, puts it in the middle, and it'll come out to Dufault. Cornelio just punts that one away and into the hands of Tiglianidis. He'll look to go long and misses both players, and it's Holton the first one to that. Dunn's ball towards the corner, and Tiglianidis sticks with it. He lays the ball off, and that's going to come off the leg of Roby and bounce out wide to Mullen. Mullen puts one in the middle, and Polney is there to fall on it. So the boot from Polney, and converged by two Marauders. It's Rappi. He lays it off to Tiglianidis. Kept in by Woodhouse. Arujo. Montalto. That one dropped on in. And it's Salon. And he'll win his team a free kick once again. So Thierry Tiglianidis on this one. .7:05 left to go in the game. The Panthers still holding on. And Polney calls it and claims that ball in the air. And it'll be played on in. It's Granfers. And he'll beat his man up the line. And it'll come back and called on Granfers there. Somehow, Dedham is going to get a break here. And the long ball in, and Polney gets a punch on it and poked out wide. And ball played up to Montalto, and they look to counter. It's Montalto sticking with it. Woodhouse will just boot it away as the intensity is picking up. Ball played in. It's played all the way back there and over the head of Dufault and finds Mullen. He puts a cross in and Shahida's there to win it. Arujo pokes one. And it's Rappy with Woodhouse, and it's going to come off of Rappy and well won there by Woodhouse. And as we're approaching 5 minutes left to go in the game. Ball won by Dedham, and it's Woodhouse. And he'll just boot that one all the way up, and it's heading back towards the keeper as he's going to have to get rid of it and will. And that one out for Dedham throwing. Looking at about 4.5 to go. The ball cross field, won there by Granfers. Looking through to Montalto, who heads it along. Tabe with the race, but won there by Dedham as they push it out. It's done. A good poke there from Arujo, but it's going to be coming away. And the clock will be stopped. And a timeout called. It's unofficially about 4 minutes left to go. We'll be right back. We bring you back in here to Kamitian Field with just about under 4 minutes left to go. The Panthers still hanging on to a 2-1 lead, as nothing has come in this second half. All of the goals back in the first, it was first Holliston and then for the Marauders. And then it was Araujo to tie it up. And it was Montalto to take the lead. But that was a long time ago now. The Marauders have a free kick here. Looking for the equalizer. Ball played in, it's sailing, and it's going to go out, and that's going to be a wasted one. It'll be a goal kick here for the Panthers. And you know, they'll just slowly bring it to that 6-yard box. And it'll be Alex Shahida here to just boot it as far as he can. And that one's going to sail up over half and one in the air by Coughlin. And Granfors does a good job just getting his body in front of it and keeping it out. Now Ethan Shahida with the long throw, just looking to launch it deep into Marauders area. Tabe heads it straight up and out of bounds, and he'll give it away. The Panthers dropping them back now as a throw into Dunn. Tabe gets a poke and laid back to Tabe. It's done. They'll look to settle things down and switch the field. And that one headed along, but Corden there. And flicked along by Araujo. And now breaking is Alex. And it's Alex Shahida there who's going to win it, as Tiglianidis was on his back. The battle of the Alexes, and the Panthers get that one. Looking just about maybe 2-ish minutes to go. Again, it'll be Alex Shahida to take this. Just looking to boot it as far up as possible. And that's going to go over the head of Tabe, but he's going to win it as it deflects off his knee. And it's Granfors. He's going to head for the corner. And that's going to be cleared out and away by Coughlin, though. And so it'll be Granfors down in the corner, as Ethan Shahida will stay home here with just a few minutes left. Tabe heads it back, and Granfors able to keep it in. He'll just play a ball deep towards the corner. And chasing that down is Sotiri Tiglianidis, just trying to get a quick goal kick off here. That one deflects off Montalto. And Corden will boot it up. Throw in for the Marauders. Maybe a minute left to go in this game. Araujo just trying to hang on to the ball there. He drops it to Corden, who will boot it up for Tabe. And that one, Tabe's going to win it off Coughlin. A throw in for the Panthers here. Looking at maybe 30 seconds, although the official clock and time up to the referees here. As the throw-in headed along by Tabe, it's Rappi. And Tiglianidis looking to get the ball up. And that's going to be one there by Holton. Maybe a last effort here for the Marauders. It's settled down by Tiglianidis, and Shahida kicks it up to Granfors. Granfors down the line. And that's going to be kept in. Settled by Alex Shahida, who's going to toe poke that And that's going to be the game. The Panthers with a massive 2-1 win over the Dedham Marauders and hand them their first loss of the season. And a great all-around team effort there. And the Panthers find themselves back in the win column, improving to 2-1 on the season. Recapping the scoring, it was first the Marauders early on, 34-19, just under 6 minutes into the game, finding the back of the net. And you think, oh no, what's going to go on here? We saw what happened in Hopkinton, 2 early goals, but instead it'd be Nathan Arujo set up by Alex Shahida, who rips one into the top left corner. And then just about 10 minutes later, it was Owen Montalto who snuck it in near post, grabbing the go-ahead and eventually game-winning goal here for the Panthers. So that'll do it all here at Kamitian Field. Panthers 2, the Marauders 1. Today's broadcast was brought to you by the Holliston Hub HCAT. I'm Dylan Patemry.